Bravo's now neutral. Turret activated at Charlie. Alpha's confirmed neutral. Bravo's under hostile control. Hostiles control Alpha. Bravo has gone neutral.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Dion back at it again with the Firecrest build, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I did see this shit on you. I mean, I always rock the Firecrest. That's facts. I always with the crew. You can ask my boy. Shout out to Saito, No Love, and shout out to my boy PC. You know, those I rock that hoe, and all my friends just straight, just that fire turret just smacks everybody. I love that shit. But I was coming across on this YouTube, and he just maxed his fire turret, right? That shit was, obviously it hit like for 10k base damage. I respect that man, you know. He got it, you know, he did his thing. But that turret was no health. So if somebody come across like an alpha bridge, anybody that high DPS, high firearms is going to run that shit, right? So obviously I wanted to be, you know, basic. This is my build. Obviously you see in the video before, I could 1v1 somebody if you come around with a max firearm like 9502, you know you're gonna beat me. That's facts. But if I best believe I'm gonna have my turret and my fucking my skill power up there though. You're gonna have to work for this kill. It's not like gonna be easy. You're not just gonna smack me. I'm gonna bounce around. I'm gonna fucking, you know, bunny hop something. I'm fucking up and down everywhere rolling, nigga. You got me fucked up. Just gonna let you kill me like easily. You finna work for this kill. But let's go through it. Obviously my firearms is 98, 92. Stamina's pretty high, you know, 262. Could be better, but best believe I don't need to, because you know my skill power is 322k. Let's get it. Yeah, I thought I did a 9,000, but it's just ridiculous because then technically I wouldn't get my perks on my gun, obviously. So that's why I had to bring it down to 8,185. I mean, it still does the thing. I bring this hoe in PVE and it does wonders. So this could be a PVE and a PvP set. I haven't tried it in the DZ, you know. I really want to see how it is, but I'll probably hit up another clip and see how it runs. I don't really I've been busy the past couple weeks, obviously with school and stuff and work, and my crew hasn't been on lately, so you know we all have busy. They got shit to do. They got kids and they got families. You know, everybody got stuff. But let's get into it. So my MP7, obviously I'm rocking the loud breaker, small. You know, everything got a crit. Everything got crit hit damage, crit hit chance, and you know best believe I really don't care. I say I'm in my RPM, but this is not what it is. This is not high firearms. So definitely I best believe I'm gonna get that full mag, that crit hit chance, crit hit damage in. And what I'm rocking is deadly, competent, and adapt. That's, you know how many times my friend, shout out to Saito again, tells me these two perks, bro. You be clicking that health back to back. That shit, best believe, be smacking hosts too. Obviously you be coming. Lightweight, I mean this isn't really a factor to me. I rarely use it. A couple times if I'm really like, if he's at the down to the like 2 hits max, maybe I'll rock a competent and responsive. So I mean I would love to get that unforgiving active, but I'm not boasting none of that shit all the way up. It's just a backup. You know how lightweight is pretty fast. You know, it's up there with the MP7 obviously. But again, back to the double barrel sawed off. If you're new, I always tell my subscribers I love my predatory, man. You don't know how much this comes through. It comes in clutch when you're by yourself and you 1v1 somebody, and then you know somebody's about to spawn real quick and you just double tap them and that health just regen. Shit saves your life. You just gotta remember. So earlier my friend brought into the you know, Saito did tell me about this bulletproof. You know, I had it. I never really, you know, worried about it. But the more I think about it, I'm so glad he gave me advice on it, because you think about it, no skills on cooldown increases your skill power by 10%. So check that out. You know, obviously that's going to help. 10% is a big change. That hoe is going to go up, right? So if you're in a situation now, one skill on cooldown increases damage by 5%. So my MP7 is getting 5% on top of that with the competent and adapt. So that's going to be double clicking, because you know obviously you're going to have a lot of skill, but I have a lot of skill haste. I mean, I got basic skill haste obviously on my mods. That's all I run is skill haste on this, and sometimes skill power. But once I finish, my turret technically finished on cooldown is back to 10%. because of the talents I'm rocking. I'll show you my talents in a minute, but just think about 10%. So your turret's still out there, still doing this thing because it's down on cooldown. And so now you're back to 10%, and obviously if you still use a health, you're still at 5%, and your turret's still there. So obviously your skill power is going to go down, but your turret, you're rocking the full Firecrest, right? You're going to get that extra base damage from your weapon. Increases by 15% burning targets. Fuck, can't even speak today. But yeah, that's what I loved about this whole set. This shit is amazing. But obviously I'm rocking skill power on my stuff. I would love to change that miner to a burn resist, because you don't know how many times I come with seekers or somebody sees my Firecrest and they're like, oh, I just want to double check it. If I do see somebody with Firecrest, I will just switch it over. Ain't nothing basic. I mean, obviously you see my health goes up by 1,000, but there ain't nothing different. Just in case, if somebody hits harder than me, or if their fucking seeker mines comes out double smacking on some dumb shit. But this is what I would love to change. Firecrest I love. Kneepads is not so bad. I would love to change that health to something different. Maybe crit hit damage or skill power. Obviously I have skill 1 right here. This one has more. So, I mean, it depends. I'll bounce around. It depends on if I'm by myself or it's on what type of situation you're in. You have your team, you don't have your team. Because you go in the last stand, you don't know what you're doing, technically. Because if you're by yourself, you can't rely on some randoms that don't have no communication now. Rocking the same backpack, but it's just in tech. Still skill power, obviously, you see, helps so much. The mods I've been using is skill power and the turret damage. And then on top of that, back to my Kneepads, I use turret damage on that one, and then I finish it up with at least 7% turret health. I'm looking for an extra turret damage technically because I want that. Everybody's focused on smacking that turret. By the time they smack the turret, I'm already gonna kill them because I have basic firearms that adapt, and the competent helps so much. And on top of that, if they get burned, obviously that 15%, and then it comes to the backpack, the chest piece. So, I mean, that's what really was saving my ass most of the time. There you go. You see the skill haste. I mean, I could probably run that skill haste to health and then change pads. Could probably do that. That's coming through my mind. But moving on to my gloves, I go to crit hit chance, submachine gun damage, and obviously the crit hit god roll. Obviously, it works wonders with me. Going into my abilities, my skill, obviously, this is how much base damage I do. 982 on my turret, and then the total, obviously, 14k. I mean, that's a lot. Obviously, you see in the video, and it saves my ass most of the time. My booster side, 172k. It's up there. Ain't nothing special. Now, my talents. I love to rock, obviously, strike back, just in case in situations my health gets low. Booster shot. Wildfire is a big must. Apply targets. Whatever. 10 meters. Just on top of that. Death by proxy. You don't know how many times that my seeker mines or turrets come in, or the health box immortalizer. I see them hoes before I drop my turret. I'ma smack that before I even just to get that extra 20% for 30 seconds, and then throw out my turret or something, so that it'll be useful or something. And then obviously when I was talking about my chest piece, this kills a target. Tech support helps me out so much, because when it kills a target, it's gonna stay there out even longer. So now I was thinking about my chest piece. Remember I was talking about that is going to be a factor, because you're getting 10%. So whenever I try to yes, I don't use my booster shot most of the time. I use my medic packs just to save me, sometimes to get through, and then I'll, I told you finna work for my kill. I'm not just gonna stand there like fucking Barney and just jump around and say, hey, just kill me, motherfucker. No, I'm not dumb, obviously. That shit is a must be. Definitely gonna have to work for this kill. And, I'm going to have somebody or just bait you or something. But best believe 10% on that, is ridiculous, bro. Like, you don't even know. I mean, you have a crew and you just sit there and just spawn kill somebody. Whew. You're going to be those type of people that just hate the game after that. You know, you have two guys that high DPS. You got one guy with the fire turret and then a healer on top of that. You know damn well you're going to be hot for the game. You know you're going to have to walk away from or you're going to have to yell in the house and yell hella loud just over some dumb shit. But, yeah, this is what I'm rocking, bro. Hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. Everything's movable. Just remember, you know, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And stay tuned. I'm gonna pop out another video. Hope I'm gonna try out this striker back. I ain't no shotgun person, but we'll test it out. We'll see what it is. See you guys in the next video. Peace.